Hello, everybody. Back to Epic War 5 Hell's Gate. I'll be honest, it's been like 3 or 4 days since I did the last video, and this could be the finale. But I will say, after trying two separate launchers and taking a long time to get a Nox player set up, if everything works, I can do Epic War 6. So we're also experiencing that game, but for now, let me look at my information one last time. We got this guy. I don't know if I want to keep him. I remember last time wasn't too good. What's this, though? Flaming trait, a speed boost. It's tempting. I'll admit that. But no. We got the Trial Fly, the End of Hope. From the once powerful Amazon Sword Warrior tribe, there was a legend over here like you who found out and faced a Hell's Gate but refused its temptation and decided to wander all alone for eternity. So they couldn't do the job, is what I'm hearing right now. But tomorrow, though, again, this thing I think works. You guys will be seeing Epic War 6. It's really interesting because I didn't know it existed until about three or so weeks ago. And I didn't know if I could even play it when I looked up. But here we are now, thanks to the new developers. It's just them. It is just them. That's scary as hell. Okay, well, everyone go then! Yeah. Let's wait. Let's actually wait till we get everybody, though. Also, this might actually be the only mission this entire game where you guys can get pretty good frames, because there's only like probably 10 units on this map. 6, 8, 9, if everyone's alive and currently out. Oh boy. I am a little bit worried though about what she can do. Remember, she faced the Hell's Gate alone. This could be like Trial 3, which is very easy, or it's going to be very hard. I guess we'll see. Okay, I want to go now, but not the hero. I'm going to put on a wall, like in the midpoint right here. Alright, let's give these guys a shield right now. It's time to see how hard this actually is. Alright, here we go. First contact. Let's put on another shield here. Another wall here. Death is not very good for her. Alright, this will give them all that lovely shield. Well, so let's do times 3, actually. We're finally going to be able to experience this in all its glory. The only mission in this entire game where you can actually do this on. Okay, this is going to be an easy one. Wow. Okay, I'm not too worried now, if I'm being honest. In fact, the only thing that's discouraging is that she can actually heal. Let's do this. Wait, my shield, yep. It's been interesting to see the Iron Fortress pop off, though. Alright, come on, Iron Fortress. Alright, come on. Like, I already knows one change I can make to make this easier. She's not going to do well against, if we get, like, for example, the Spear Chuckers, Spear Throwers, I think that would be a great addition to this. And maybe we shouldn't speed it up either, if I'm being honest. Okay. Give up. Yes. Close. Formation. Let's remove death. And there's a revive pill. Let's remove. There's two I can remove death and Iron Fortress. I had a feeling at Iron Fortress, and I was right about it. That it wouldn't be really worth it. Move him. Move him. Where's the spear guys at? You, yeah. So what do you do? Do you do poison? You could stun. Assuming that's impossible here. Who's a unit that I can have the most of, like, out there in a very quick time? Because if we have consistent units going out there, it will be a way to slow her down. Also, let's look at Amazon where they're not really particularly strong against anything. Okay. You guys might also hear my fan in the background, potentially. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because hobbits are like Anubis could be good actually. What does she do? That's what I need to know. She's immune to this, so let's get rid of that. You got that because it helps you with everything. That helps you with this. So what do these guys do again? They do slashing. So I need to really optimize the build here. So let's give you the slashing one instead, because that's what she's going to be doing. You, I don't know actually what I should give you. You know, let's give him the flaming chariot so he can move faster, although it looks like a hot dog to me. Like, it doesn't, it looks weird, it looks like a hot dog. I can see like the driving seat, it also looks like a skate shoe as well. Also legit looks too modern for this game at the same time. I think goblins. Equip goblins, accessory, they're not going to be able to do anything here. So, poison potentially, maybe. Gotta make sure everyone's accessories line up. So if they're so these don't matter. Elementals don't matter, I believe. So what did that turtle shield do for you? Reduce energy my health. Okay, yeah, that's good then. User's good, user's good, user's good. Okay, so we gotta give this guy. I think we give him the gauntlet. Increases his health and damage. Okay, the sword isn't as good. Okay. I think this is gonna be a good lineup for this. Let's run it. I mean, look. You can see both of us right here. I feel like this is one of the easier trials that isn't going to take as long to do, though. But we're going to have more people, though, so, yeah. 2 times 3 right now. Alright. Alright, let's tell everyone to attack and keep you back. How fast even is the, golem guys? Oh god, they're actually very quick now, wow. Holy crap. I wonder if she gets back as much damage as she deals. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe I should have picked a better ranged person, though. Because they're already struggling to hit her. Just a little bit, though. Not too much, though. But yeah, so this one, so the first one you're supposed to use ranged, second one you're also obviously supposed to use ranged. Alright, this is I want that shield. Because I mean, look at the damage you're doing to her. She's not really going to get by all this that easily now. You're still throwing a little bit too far. Can you guys please line up together a little bit further back, please, and thank you. Why are my frames so chunky? Let's do this. I clicked it, but it didn't give it to me. Okay, interesting. I did not tell you to advance. I understand you want Glory V graph, but now's not the time. As you guys can imagine. Come on, then, we got this. I believe in it. So yeah, so the first one, you're meant to use ranged to wear it down a lot and clap it. I forgot who the first Titan was. No, it was a really big golem. They expect you to use range. And now that we're here with these guys, they expect you to use ranged again after basically beating you for 3 missions in a row of slapping you down for using ranged. Wow. Kind of beautiful though. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, she's not gonna win. She's already half health. That's crazy. Yeah, you can see just by having the goblins in the range, guys, that's so many more units. It's already kind of giving a little bit of the frame rate juice to this. Yeah, she just can't handle it. Come on, speed it up though a little bit, come on. Perfect timing though. Alright, let's give increased damage to our range, guys. I'm surprised she even went as far as she did the Hell's Gate considering what we're doing to her. Oh, yeah, okay. What's not you? You, yep. Push forward, please. I want them to be at the edge so they're actually, like, actively hitting her is the thing. But here's where the Goblin's gonna come into play, because she's gonna have to consistently attack and actually get through to us. And if it works, then well, this should be an easy victory for us. Although I know she's one of the ones who actually like move immediately after attacking. Probably what makes this a little bit scary, if I'm being honest. I just keep damaging her though, guys. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, that would've been too much range. Alright, now we got our bigger guys coming out now. I need these guys to retreat, and then I need to have them push forward again. I'm curious what's causing my Flash player here to actually lag as much as it is. I came in here expecting like a potential 2 to 3 hour long fight. I didn't think it was just gonna be legit one person. I guess they just wanted to end then. you know, glory and all that. But in the end, I used goblins. I was thinking of using the dwarfs. I'm never going to use the dwarfs. I don't know if he use the next game, but we'll have to see and all that. Go down to a quarter health. Oh boy. Alright, we should do shield now. Come on. We're like right there. She is so low already. I think one of the issues she has is that she's quick. So what I predicted for, I believe it was the third trial, was that it was going to be essentially this, but as a Titan, we have someone who attacked fast, could only do single target, but wasn't tanky. So what I got wrong was the tanky part, because she's not that tanky. Relative to her class and species, she is. But compared to every other of the trial bosses, no. She is definitely the quickest, though. I will say. Like, up there. On the quicker end of it. But she doesn't do as much damage as like some of the others. Like, I feel like I could have just done these spells right here to kill her sooner. But here we go. Come on. This is it right here. We don't need any more shields. We can just raw dog it. And just like that, we killed the last person to get close to Hell's Gate. She wasn't tempted by it, though. I don't know what that means. Guess to, like, join it, maybe? But now, at the end, do we see? Now at the end, do we see a Super Robo Soup? Well, we actually get more than that. So it's so we don't get the ultimate Photon. What? Okay, so I'm assuming. Oh, there we go. I had to go in there and leave it. Okay. Unlock all units. What other units could there be to unlock? So we got a Robo Suit. We got the Inferno thing done. And so we get the Lord of Hell. We get the Inferno. We get a Robo Suit. Wow. The Robo Suit's probably an accessory, though. So let's look. Okay, here we go. We got the Angel, which we completely forgot about. We got this, which is the Lord of the Inferno guy. I'm curious how they probably are going to look, though, if I'm being honest. For the first time, we actually get to use the Lord of Hell, though. So the Robo Suit is an accessory. Interesting. Super Robo Suit. Wow. Reduces damage and increases your health. That's... Oh, there we go. I had to look at them all. So now we got Absolutity. So that was only to get to Art Logic's badge. So these are all the units in the game. I guess I just had to go in here and look at them for it to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 slots of units that they didn't add, or rather that there wasn't in the game. So those are just meant to be empty. And this is all the accessories. So these are the achievement accessories. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. Art Logic's access grants awesome skill. I can see what it does. It's 50% more damage and 50% more health, isn't it? That's what it is. I can read that. So let's see. If it's 50% more, then for this guy, it should be... Let's see. If it's 400, it'd be 200. 30, 15. So I have to reduce it by 15. Just like doing some mental math here. 185 would be half. So 185, yeah. So it's 50% on both, which makes it a interesting choice, I will say that. So this get the best of both worlds when it comes to tank and health, but either way, it is what it is. So that's it. That is all of Epic War 5. We completed every mission. This is also the last Flash game in the mainline series, I want to call it. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe if you didn't. Well, I, I, I'll say I enjoyed the return to having more story, even if it's just kind of one-off missions. I really like this game. I really liked it. Now, it did do a lot of things right. It did a lot of things wrong. Well, not a lot of things wrong, but I can see if people didn't like this, why they wouldn't. The trials basically require you to brute force it with a certain set of units. The first one you can get by using basically a generic loadout. 2 through 4, you can't do that. You have to brute force it with Titans, which I don't appreciate. Because like previous games, you could use any unit and make it work. Generally, if you had like a combination. So I'd love to have like one Titan unit, as I call them, which is just like the big guys that take a long time to come in. Like one Titan and a lot of normal units. That's how it usually rolled for the previous games. In this one, though, it kind of became, if you get to trials, at least when you get to trials, if you don't use Titans, you're done. You're cooked. It's just how it is. Uh, the Iron Fortress trial was probably my least favorite one. I think my favorite one is fighting all the Lords of Hell, though. Well, the others fall somewhere in between. Difficulty spiking in this game. The difficulty for sure spiked. I didn't feel like I was in any trouble throughout the normal story missions, and then the extra missions, which is after you complete the story. It's only when I got to, like, I think the final 2 extra missions is when I felt like there was some challenge to it. Then we got to trials. The trials are such a difficulty spike that I can see why people wouldn't like it, but in terms of story, it is meant to be a challenge. It has no bearing on the story, I think, whatsoever. I'd like to interpret it as such. It likely doesn't. Because having multiple Lords of Hell that look the exact same doesn't make sense from a story perspective. But, alas, here we are. Now, though, guys, that is gonna be it for Epic War 5. Uh, for you guys, tomorrow, if it works, you'll see Epic War 6. I'm actually gonna go and record that video right after this one. So I hope it goes well. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! And, of course, stay icy.